Hi there, it's Sarah from Standing Up to Scoliosis, and I'm just going to do a talk for my channel about reasons why scoliosis therapy might not work. So there's a lot of talk and debate online, and some people getting big results and other people trying and feeling like they've been conned and told that they could be helped when they couldn't, and there's a lot of doubt about. There seems to be quite a lot of doubt about therapy online from quite a few people I've noticed with scoliosis. And, you know, this is not helped by the fact that doctors don't really recommend or refer to anyone specialist in scoliosis, because obviously we all know normal physios and therapists don't really know how to treat scoliosis. So let's talk about the many reasons based on the latest research on the myofascia tissues as to why the therapy might not be working for you. So first of all, we've got it's not the right one for you, because all the research is showing that our cells and our fascia and everything in our body needs holistic treatment. So there can be a number of causes to why you got tension, unconscious held tension and deformity in the body, and that could be from physical injury and physical forces, which physical therapy will help with, but it could also be from autoimmune responses and inflammation in the tissues, which is also proved to create the myofibroblasts in the soft tissue to hold chronic tension, creating fibrosis, some more spastic, tense muscles. So the next one, it's not the right environment for you. So again, you know, we are impacted by the environment around us and how clean it is. And also what other people are in the environment and whether we feel threatened by them. So if it's not right for you, your sympathetic nervous system is going to kick in. You're not gonna feel safe to relax and to heal. Then if it's not the right therapist for you, so especially if you're going for massage and hands-on work, you know, you really want to get someone who's specialist in scoliosis, who you feel safe with, like maybe see another woman if you're a woman, someone who's going to connect to you, because they are working on, you know, they've got all your x-rays and your scans and they can feel with their hands externally, but they are working on intuition quite a lot at the moment, because you know we have the scanning is getting better, the ultrasounds that therapists can have to look into your soft tissues and see the results they're getting, but it could be better than it is. So, you know, as always with therapy, some people might not be right for you. You've got to trust your instinct when you're going to find a therapist and research them, what they've studied in and what they specialise in and how much they know about the body in general. And then, of course, your body. Now, this is the one I actually learnt recently on a scar tissue webinar from the Myofascial Research Society, the Fascia Hub. And this really caught me at my interest, because I was just like, why is it that some tissues unstick really easily and other ones just seem to stay stuck? And I can imagine this is happening in scoliosis a lot, although I haven't seen research specific to scoliosis yet proving this. But this is an adhesion in that photo on the right, in the tummy, was it near the colon, on the abdominal wall, on the top. And you see that adhesion gets massaged, and they've scanned it and shown, look how much it's freed up, you know, with the massage. But the one below was one in the ovary, actually, and that was not able to be freed with massage, because look how much that rich blood supply, which has grown where it's stuck on. So that whole structure is not supposed to be stuck there, like this one is stuck there and then it's freed up. This one is stuck and it's grown, this just loads of blood. If you tried to unstick it, you would create a bleed in someone. So, you know, I guess this is more common, apparently, if a structure has been stuck for longer. So obviously, the earlier you treat someone with an imbalance in the body, as soon as you notice a scoliosis starting to form, you get it early. So that's what that study is showing. But there could be other reasons why it's created this blood flow. I mean, there's this white there, I noticed. This, you know, there could be thicker scarring or more damaged tissues, and the body has to adapt to create a new route through. So that's going to create a sort of a more permanent deformity. But there's no actual research yet that I heard of, that they talked about in the webinar, as to whether this blood can reroute itself. So if you repeat, you know, like yoga or whatever practice every day for years, you know, it could be possible that things could reroute, and like the nervous system can replasticize. There's not as much research on the blood and the fluid flow with regards to that. So yeah, I mean, there's loads of research showing all the different therapy, you know, the different holistic therapy types. So if you really need to look into trying different things with scoliosis, and don't just give up, you know, because this program didn't work for you, and you spent, I know it's a lot of money spent, but this is why you've got to do your research fully first. What are the ones that are really helping people, and go and then pick the therapists that you recommended, if possible, or you like your look of and you think is well researched and studied, and knows a lot about scoliosis. So yeah, lots of things to consider with the holistic side of things, and then the sort of making sure you've got an exercise program that's covering these main ones that scoliosis specific exercises target. So, you know, you've got to make sure that you're doing exercises that are correct for your health condition, that, you know, that you feel safe and supported and stabilised, and you're in the correct position, you're doing the correct type of exercise, the type of plane of movement, all these things to be considered. So yeah, it's quite a complex condition, scoliosis, but I just thought I'd talk about reasons why. I mean, if you are in this condition, I mean, this might be more common in like a more structural, larger scoliosis, and if you are in a, you know, you might be in a state where you can't really correct the curve that much with therapy, but you could manage pain a lot. You could free up a lot of other less, you know, more minor adhesions in the body, and get a lot better use of your muscles, a lot better blood flow. You could manage pain, but you might not be able to correct the spine as much as surgery can with therapy. But yeah, the ongoing research is exciting in the soft tissue work, because it literally suits us therapists down to a T. So keep on the lookout. I would like to see more research on the biochemical stuff to do with scoliosis, because there's some interesting studies with the zebrafish I'm particularly interested in, and the cilia in the spinal fluid not pushing the fluid, and there's like a lot of there was autoimmune inflammation in that study up the spine. So because there are studies with neurotoxins in the body and heavy metals and things, and that would create chronic tension in the myofibroblasts and fascia that is not going to be able to be released with current exercise programs, and would need specific supplements or internal medicines to release and clear out from the body. So I would like to see more research done on that. So we all know that these programs, you know, they're a work in progress, but as long as you find a program that's covering the right type of exercises, and then you pay attention to all the other holistic things in your body. I mean, you might not find a program including all these things, but you can do these separate, find other therapists who are offering these separate things that are very helpful. I just think it's more important to get the education out there on it all, so people could be more self-empowered, you know, to try things out and then decide whether they think, oh, surgery is the only option for me. So yeah, thanks for listening.